Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about anatomical planes. We will start our topic with introduction. Anatomical planes are imaginary flat surfaces that divide the body into sections and help to describe location, movements and orientation of body structures in medical and anatomical studies. They are essential in medical imaging, surgery and physical training. Now let's talk about the types of anatomical plane. These types are sagittal plane, coronal plane, transverse plane and oblique plane. These four types are the main types of anatomical plane. First three are the main types that are sagittal plane, coronal plane and transverse plane. And oblique plane is an accessory plane of these planes. Now let's talk about the sagittal plane, that is the type of anatomical plane. We can define it as the plane that divides the body into left and right halves is called a sagittal plane. Its types include mid-sagittal plane that passes exactly through the midline creating equal left and right halves, and the other type of sagittal plane is parasagittal plane that does not pass through the midline creating unequal left and right halves. Its examples include a forward lung in exercise occurs along the sagittal plane, and MRI scans often take sagittal images to examine the brain and spinal cord. Now let's talk about the coronal plane. Coronal plane can be defined as the plane that divides the body into front and back section is called as coronal plane, or the plane that divides the body into anterior and posterior section is called as coronal plane. Its examples include a jumping jack motion that occurs along the coronal plane, and X-ray imaging of chest often uses coronal views. Now let's talk about the transverse plane, that can define as the plane that divides the body into upper and lower section is called as transverse plane, or the plane that divides the body into superior and inferior section is called as transverse plane. Its examples include twisting the torso during a golf swing moves through the transverse plane, and CT scans frequently use transverse plane slides to view internal organs. Now let's talk about the oblique plane, that is also called as accessory plane. It can define as a diagonal cut that does not align with the traditional sagittal, coronal or transverse plane is called as oblique plane. Its examples include certain surgical approaches use oblique curve for better access, and dynamic sports movements such as a baseball pitch often occur along oblique planes. Now let's talk about the conclusion of our lecture. Anatomical planes are crucial for medical imaging, movement analysis, and understanding the human body structure. By studying them, medical professionals and fitness experts can better diagnose, treat, and train individuals effectively. So this was all about anatomical plane. Hopefully you liked the video. If you do, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Thank you for watching.